What we're going to talk about this evening is something that everybody should know. The majority of people don't know this. Ricky, blessed love to you. The majority of people out there don't know this. But this is not just an information. This is a revelation that everyone should be privy to. Bonadi, greetings. The hashtag is relationship. That's the hashtag. Relationship. Country Sugar, happy Sunday to you. Alashila, I salute your divinity. Happy Sunday, everyone. Vaughn, greetings. PGR, greetings. Miss Oluremi, greetings to you. Temi Gab, greetings. Miss Oluremi, greetings. Kafu Trump. Oh Lord, give me Brother Femi. You've seen that funny video. Oluwaseun, greetings. Hot butterfly, grand rising. You've seen that funny video. Can she handle Brother Femi? Interesting. Oh Lord, give me Brother Femi. Oh Lord, give me Brother Femi. Brother Femi that they normally refer to as the worst Yoruba demon. That's the one she wants. Okay, no problem. Are you ready for tonight? Thank you, brother. Olatiwalade, thank you. Ene, thank you. Greetings to you. Now, I'm sharing tips and bits from my relationship books. I have 2 books on relationship. Miss Judy, thank you. 2 books on relationship and 1 book, which of course is the most popular one, on numerology. So I want to take my time, Oyinye, good evening, to share some bits and tips from the book with you before the launch. And the launch of the book, 3 books in 1 actually, is going to be on the 14th of February. And on Friday, we had a session on relationship intelligence and numerology. And today we're going to continue that. But today, I want us to look at something. This is very pivotal to how you navigate your life. This is very important. This is not just an information, this is a revelation. Everybody should have this knowledge. Everyone should have this knowledge, because whatever relationship you are in right now falls into any of the categories I am going to mention tonight. And this is also going to help you to start looking at your relationships. The first thing is to ensure that you build a pyramid for your relationships. I've spoken about the pyramid of relationships several times. The interesting thing, unfortunately, a lot of people still don't have a pyramid of relationship. If you have a pyramid of relationship here, please type in the comment section. You have a pyramid of relationship. Because everybody in your life should not occupy the same space. This is not about discrimination. You're not discriminating or segregating. Aisha, greetings. It does not make any spiritual, logical sense that everyone in your life occupy the same space. You can't afford that. And this is why the pyramid of relationship must be something that you develop. The pyramid of relationship. Because if you don't have a pyramid of relationship, you are going to turn comrades to confidants. There are people that should not have access to some aspect of your life. Strong faith, greetings. There are people that, yes, they are your acquaintance. Yes, they are your friend. Yes, you work together. Yes, you've known yourself for 20 years. But based on the way they are to you, they should not have access to some aspects of your life. Lillian, good evening. There are people who should not know that you are struggling in your marriage. Yeah. Yeah, and yet they are your friends. There are friends who should not know that you are broke. Onoja, good evening. There are people who should not have the information of your struggle. There are people you are meant to hide yourself from. Mrs. Juliet, good evening. And you can only do this if you have a pyramid of relationship. There are people who you are meant to open yourself up to them. They are your confidants. Everyone should not occupy the same space in your life. Everyone should not get the same attention from you. No, everyone shouldn't. Because, Madam Grace, good evening. Because if they do, what's going to happen is you're going to treat a sheep like a dog. You're going to treat a dog like a sheep. You will treat a fish like a bird and a bird like a fish. But a fish cannot fly and a bird cannot swim. Because everybody is playing different roles in your life. There is Peter. There is Judas. There is John. There is Mary. There are people who will sell you out in a twinkle of an eye. They don't have to think twice before they sell you out. There are people who will betray you before. They won't think twice to betray you. But there are people that even if a gun is pointed at them, they will never betray you even in your absence. So it is important to have a pyramid of relationship. It's important so that everybody you meet, by virtue of your energy mastery, you know where they are meant to occupy on that pyramid of relationship. For instance, you look at romantic relationship. Not every woman who is good is your wife. Not every good man is your husband. Not every good person is a potential business partner. They can be good, but they are not good for business partnership. They can be good, but they are not good for confidence. They can't keep secrets, but they are good. Right. She is a good person, but she's not somebody you discuss your marriage with. So you know that relating with this person, this is a part of me that I am going to open to them. This is a part of me they will never have access to. Even if you are dying, there are people you should never ask for money. They should always think that you are rich. You must always establish that impression in them that you are abundant. There are people like that in your life. There are people who, if you need help, you are meant to open up to them and ask them for help. See, until you have a pyramid of relationship, you can't do this. If there is no pyramid of relationship, you're going to tell the person you are not meant to tell that there is problem at home. And guess what? They will not solve the problem. They will compound your problem. They won't solve it, yet they will spread the news. Because you have confided in somebody who is just a comrade, who is just a constituent, who is not meant, you are not meant to trust them at that level of exposing yourself to them. That's what we're looking at tonight. There are esoteric types of relationship. Because see, relationships are soul contracts. Relationship, they are soul contracts. Before you came here, you had a soul contract. When you were born, you signed the soul contract. There are memorandum of understanding, clauses, sentences, policies in your soul contract. And your relationship is an integral part of your soul contract. For your evolution, for your spiritual growth, there are people that no matter what you do in life, you are meant to meet them. You can travel to the farthest part of the earth. If it is in your soul contract that you meet them and they are in Nigeria, something will bring you to Nigeria, or something will take them to you wherever you are, and you are going to meet yourselves because it is part of your soul contract. Haven't you noticed that some things happen here, you're like, how did this happen? It's too natural. There are artificial relationships. There are natural relationships. See, esoteric relationships, they go beyond the physical and the emotional aspects of life. And that's why you must understand this, because see, after this session, you are going to be able to know what kind of relationship you are in. Whether it's your romantic relationship, is your business relationship, you're going to be able to really know, oh, this is what this relationship is meant to teach me. Because some relationships carry a very strong karmic energy. Some have metaphysical significance. Some relationships are destiny oriented. Based on your destiny and your soul contract, you are meant to meet this person and they are meant to teach you something that is essential for your evolution or your growth. It's very important. And I'm just going to give you tips and bits from the main mastermind is going to start on the 14th to the 18th February, but I'm giving you tips from that tonight. Bonjour, Nana. There is karmic relationships. A lot of people, they are in a karmic relationship. They don't even know it is a karmic relationship. Some relationship that you are in, they are meant to resolve past life karma. They are the channel through which you learn tough lessons about life. There are either romantic, business, whatever, sibling, father to mother relationships that are very intense, very challenging. very emotionally draining. Some people's marriage right now is a karmic relationship. It carries a lot of karmic energy. Love and light. It's a push and pull. You are too in to be too out. You are too out to be too in. It's meant to teach you a lesson. And until you learn that lesson, you're going to keep repeating that same pattern. Oh, you now feel like, is it your fate? Is it my destiny to keep going into a relationship with very terrible people? Relationships that have so many unresolved conflicts, they drain you. They take so much out of your energy, and it seems as though you're not getting anything in return. There is no reciprocity. This is how you know a karmic relationship. You are investing a lot, but your lots, there are no commensurate exchange for the lot that you are investing in the relationship. That's a karmic relationship. It's meant to teach you some lessons. It's for your evolution. It's for your evolution. I remember a time in my life, I said, okay, let me be gentle and be a lover boy and just, not be too tough and simp a bit. And I met someone who, I wouldn't say that they were the wrong person for me to put all those, investments in. When I look back, I realized that was a karmic relationship for me. That was meant to teach me some lessons about myself. There are relationships you are in right now. Some of you, I said, your marriage is meant to teach you something about yourself. You are meant to learn a lesson from your marriage, from the challenges in the marriage, the intensity, the chaos. You are meant to learn a lesson from the marriage for your evolution. And sometimes that marriage is going to lead to a divorce. And sometimes you have learned the lessons you are meant to learn, because you have seen people who it was in their second marriage that they got it. Some people in their third marriage, that was when they got it. Some people is in their second relationship, third relationship that they got it. Now, if they told me that I could be that soft, and a lot of people, you would think that you are just in love. No, you are paying karmic debts. Because I thought I was so in love with this girl, and I was just losing myself and getting nothing in return. And I thought I was in love, but it was a karmic relationship. It was draining. It was like everything about my life became secondary. So it was like I was raising a toddler. And I was trying to fix this person. You can imagine someone who is deep into addiction. I was trying to fix them and save them from their addiction. And I discovered that I had so much love in me through that karmic relationship. That was when I learned that, wow. So I can be so committed, so interested, so passionate about a person like this, about a woman like this. So the relationship taught me that aspect of my life that I thought I did not have. So a lot of the people that you've been with, you thought they were bad people. No, they were meant to teach you a lesson. It's your karma. One of the ways you pay your karmic debt is through your relationship. It's through your relationship. It doesn't mean that you are meant to be stuck in it, but you are meant to pick up the lessons you are meant to pick up from that relationship and evolve to a better version of yourself. Because that's what I did. So people don't see it as an opportunity to learn some lessons, so they are stuck in the relationship. They now brand it as, I am in love, I cannot leave But they are not learning the lessons they are meant. If I was still with that person by now, maybe I'll be under the bridge, or maybe I will just be wasted or dead. But I realize, Grand Rising, that this is a karmic relationship, and there are lessons I'm meant to learn about myself, not necessarily about the person, but I am meant to learn some lessons about myself. And the moment my heart opens up to those lessons, I'm meant to pick up the lessons, end the relationship, and move on. Because what happens to you is your next relationship will not be as intense and challenging as the last relationship that was a karmic relationship. Your next marriage won't be as terrible as the last marriage, because the last marriage was a karmic marriage. It was meant to teach you a lesson. A lot of people are in karmic relationships. They don't even know it. They think they are in love. They think they feel stuck, drained, troubled because they are in love. No, you are paying karmic debt. And you are meant to pay you are not meant to pay karmic debt for life. Because you're going to be stranded and drained and burned out. You pick up the lessons and you move on from there. So run a relationship audit. And the focus here is romantic relationship. Because that's the most important relationship in your life. Your romantic relationship. Your romantic partner is the person you are naked before and you are not ashamed. That's the person you do everything that you don't do with other people with. You don't even strip around your siblings. But when you are with your partner, you easily pull your shirt off your bra, off your pants, off your... Right. So your romantic partner is your... See, who you are sleeping with determines a lot about your future. The person you are sleeping with, the person you engage in romance with. So if it is a karmic relationship, your priority is to learn the lessons, not to be a lover boy or a lover girl. Greetings. There are lessons you are meant to learn about yourself. Focus on the lessons, not I'm in love, I'm going to die here for you, Because it's a karmic relationship. And then number 2, soul-mate relationships. How many of you here right now, if you look at your romantic relationship, do you think you are in a karmic relationship? Because if you are, I tell you, brothers and sisters, your focus should be, Sunshine, greetings, to identify the areas, the lessons that relationship is trying to teach you. Because that's the whole idea behind karmic debt. What does this relationship want me to learn? Why am I always dating abusive people? Why are they always holding my money and not wanting to pay? Do I give off the frequency of a person who can be cheated on, who can be used and dumped? Is that the karmic debt I'm meant to pay? Come on. So it's not so much about the person, it's about you. Focus on yourself. I had to shift the focus from the girl to myself. Like, Femi, you are losing yourself. Now you have discovered that you are not really a mean person to women. You can be so caring, that you can be so sacrificial. Now that is the lesson. Pick up the lessons and leave this girl alone. Because people die in a karmic relationship. Because they don't know that it is meant to teach them a lesson. Who am I? Some of you are going to discover your identity in a karmic relationship. So the lesson you are meant to learn from that relationship is your identity. It's so intense, so challenging, so chaotic, but it comes with lessons. It's a bundle of lessons for you. But if you don't see it that way, it's going to be a Hollywood. Oh, I love him so much. I love her so much. You know, no matter what they do to me, I'm here. Even marriage, there are karmic marriages. Some marriages are karma. Just know that now. So the goal here is to run an audit. Thank you very much, Sunshine. Learn, grow, and move on. That's it. You don't learn. If you don't learn, grow, and move on, you will be stuck in that toxic, abusive, poisonous relationship, karmic relationship that is meant to just teach you a lesson. It's like a school, like a university. You don't stay in a school for life. You pass through it. A karmic relationship is a relationship you pass through. You go through it. You don't stay in it. You go through it. Some of you, your karma is forgiveness. Maybe you were very mean in your past life. And then you are now dating somebody who is so terrible that they do mean things to you. And you just notice that you are able to just forgive them. Forgive them. And you never knew that you were so forgiving as a person until you started dating this person. The lesson you are meant to learn about yourself is that you have the capacity to forgive. But you are not meant to stay in the relationship with somebody who needs your forgiveness every day. So you pick up the lesson and you take off. And that helps you when you want to decide to date again. You are not dating somebody that would need your forgiveness every day. No. You have learned the lesson. It's the karma. You've learned the lesson. Reminds me of the story of a Greek mythology where there is a creature that was hitting her head on the rock. This creature was hitting her head on the rock and was bleeding. But was blaming the rock. Rock, why am I bleeding? Why are you making me bleed? But it was the creature that was hitting its head on the rock, but yet blaming the rock. This is the simple analogy of a lot of people in karmic relationships. You pass through, you go through a karmic relationship. You don't stay there in the name of love. You go through it. Some people have gone through their marriage. They are not meant to stay in the marriage. They are meant to go through the marriage because the marriage is meant to teach them a lesson. Until this Greek creature in this Greek mythology did a 360 turnaround. Is it 180 degrees turnaround and 360? 180. And looked at herself and said, no, I shouldn't be asking this rock, why am I bleeding? I should ask myself, why am I hitting my head on the rock and bleeding? So the lesson I'm meant to learn from that is, I am not meant to hit my head on the rock. That is your approach to a karmic relationship. There are karmic friendships. I had a lot of karmic friends when I was growing up. Gave them all my life. Allowed them to go first. The more I did for them, the more they slandered me. The more they ganged up against me. The more they planned, the more they connived with my haters and my enemies. And yet I still wanted to do more for them. I believed that I was meant to be like that for them. I was meant to break my back for these guys. Until I realized that these are karmic friendships. Some of you, all the friendships you have had in your life, they are karmic friendships. They are not soulmate friendships. They are karmic friendships. The first soulmate friendship I had was with Ahmed. That's why you see me, I always talk about Ahmed. That's my first soulmate friendship. That was for support, for healing, for harmony, for growth, for protection. That was my first soulmate friendship with Ahmed. Because a lot of you have been friends with very terrible people. And you ignored all their shenanigans and the drama. But when I realized that part of the karmic debt I was paying was I was seeking their validation. And I said, no, I have learned the lesson. So I don't go into friendships again with people who are easily envious or jealous of me. I don't go into friendships with people who don't have any drop of loyalty in them. I don't go, the moment I notice you are a disloyal person, I cut you off immediately. No forgiveness for disloyal people. No forgiveness. Because I learned the lesson from my karmic friendships. There are people, your relationship with your parents is a karmic relationship. You know, there are some people's parents are their karma. Some of you, your children are your karma. There's no sentiments, no emotions. That's why you cannot, all this attachment to people, it won't pay you anything. Spirituality is the subtle art of detachment. You attach yourself to nothing and to nobody. Some mother-daughter, father-son relationships, they are karmic relationships. My relationship with my father, God bless his soul, was a karmic relationship. He was the best man to everybody, but a terrible man to his children. I'm not trying to run him down. Amazing human being. Learned a lot from him. But the day I figured that, wow, the number one karmic relationship in my life was my relationship with my father. That was the day I got liberated. Many of you are still trying to super glue. I've heard stories of people who told me the kind of things that their mother did to them. And I asked them, and you still allow your mother to come to your house? It's still my mother, it's still my father. That's your karma. You are going to die in that karma. And you will come back again to come and learn the lessons of stupidity and foolishness that you have refused to learn. Even siblings can be your karma. People don't understand this. I confronted my own father and asked him, I want us to sit down and talk about the things that you did to me and my siblings. And he didn't want to have that conversation. I simply told him, I said, you will not hear from me again. And I tell you, that distance I gave him, amazingly, before he died, I still spoke with him, right? But I gave him a long distance, and he was trying to talk to me, and I said, do you want to talk about the things you did to me and my siblings? Because if not, I'm not going to talk to you. A lot of you are going to remain in your chains and your shackles in the name of family sentiment. I made a video yesterday, and a lot of people may not agree with it. That's their business. I don't care. I speak based on statistics, and I speak based on what I see around. And facts don't lie. Statistics don't lie. I'm attached to nothing and to nobody. I would love, I would do what I'm meant to do, but the day I discover that you are a karma for me, I am going to pick up the lessons I need to learn from you, drop you and move on. Because if you don't, it's your life. See, when somebody is the object of your karma, they don't care if you are destroyed. I hope you know this. When somebody is the object of your karma, whether it's your father, whether it's your mother, whether it's your husband, whether it's your wife, they are the number one terrorist in your life. And they don't mind if you are completely destroyed and shattered. They will throw a party over your demise. But you are there using sentiments. I always tell my siblings, me and my siblings, we have a great relationship. I said, the reason why I am with my siblings is because all of us, I know that you guys are not, we've had our ups and downs and all that. But if I discover that any of you is a karma for me, I'm cutting that person off. Because a lot of people, listen, when it comes to karmic relationship, you focus more on your so-called enemies. You focus more on your so-called enemies. You don't know that the people who are closest to you are the people who have the proclivity to be energy vampires and harvesters, because they are close to you. A karmic relationship is a relationship that is meant to teach you something. So you are meant to go through it like you're going through high school. You don't stay there. It's not your house. And that's the major lesson tonight. You need to go and do a relationship audit. Look at your life. Look at your life. The repeated patterns. The repeated patterns. The negative repeated patterns in your life. The chaos, the troubles, the attacks that you have had that was meted to you by specific people. There are people who are in your family, your friends, your neighbors for 20 years. They've stood. The only memory of them you have is intimidation. They have just tried to intimidate you. And you are still doing hanky-panky family sentiments with them. That's your karma. You are meant to pick up the lessons to learn from them and move on. The charger is inside. Karmic relationship. Listen, the day you understand your karmic relationship and you take the necessary step, you are going to start witnessing a quantum leap in your life. It is decluttering, is detoxification. Is you will just automatically detox. It's like a detox for you. That's what it is. Yes, you can remove that. You can put it on. You can put it on the ground. And that's what you are meant to do with this insight that you are getting. That's what you should do with this insight you are gaining today. Is your lover your karma? Because some of you, your lover is your karma. Some of you, your husband is your karma. Some of you, your wife is your karma. If it's charging, it will be blinking now. Okay, no problem. Leave it. Karmic relationship, guys. Karmic relationship. Karmic relationship. Karmic relationship is holding a lot of people down. It has held, see, for some of you, your so-called religion, your relationship with your religious leader is a karmic relationship. That's why the only thing you can pick from that relationship is how they have used you and emptied your pockets. And you still haven't learned. You are yet to learn the principle of financial intelligence and not be dashing them your money. Karmic relationship. So you have to do a relationship audit. Because takers don't have limits. Energy vampires don't have limits. They want to ruin you until you are completely empty and you have nothing else to give them. We've heard about mothers who hated their daughters to the point where she wanted to wreck the daughter because she is envious of the daughter. Listen, I talk to people every day. I hear stories. And the only question on my mind is, how can you tell me that your mother is like this and you still allow her to come to your house? How? This is a mother you are meant to send money to, make sure she's okay, but you are meant to live, let there be a long distance. There are people that you love from a distance. But they've taught you all these nonsense cultural jargons. Is he your father? Is he your mother? Is your karma. That's the object of your karma. I have a cousin who I cut him off because I noticed this envy and jealousy. And we used to be very close, you know. And the last time he called me, I said, don't call me again. Don't call me. I don't want to have anything to do with you. I don't care. We are family. No, I don't want to be your family. This one, I don't want to be your family. I have no attachment to anything. That's what spirituality is. That's why I look at people and I'm like, the level of attachment, that's why it's very hard for them to let go of things that are not serving them. People who are not serving their highest purpose. It's very hard. No, I don't know what to do. He's my wife. He's my mother. He's my what? But he's the enemy of my destiny. Is the number one stumbling block to me reaching the apex of my my assignment in life. I'm telling you, Woodley, I dealt with my own father that way. So leave all those things. Because some parent-child relationship are karmic relationships. Yes. Some of you, if you can just give your parents a long distance, or some of your family members, you will see how your life will start progressing. But no. You listen to nonsense community advice. A karmic relationship, I repeat, is a relationship you go through it. You pass through it. Like you are going through secondary school, high school. You pass through it, learn the lessons, move on to university. If you meet any other karmic relationship, move on. But you are meant to become a better person and you get to the point where you have completely paid that karmic debt. So you no longer fall into the same negative patterns. Thank you, Nocto. These are secrets of inner chamber. This one, many people can never handle what I'm saying. And I'm not sent to those people. I'm not sent to them. There are people in your life who have made some kind of statements. You will never amount to anything. Ashe Olumadi, you are going to become a prostitute. You will become an armed robber. They've made some very terrible statements when you were young. And they repeatedly made those statements. Not once, not twice, not 3 times. That's an object of your karma. Yes, there is a lesson you are meant to learn from what they are saying. But you cannot be close to an object of your karma. You are meant to cut ties with them. It doesn't matter who the hell they are. I'm telling you guys. Because the objects of your karma don't give a damn what happens to you. If you like, amount to nothing. They even want you to amount to nothing in life. I'm telling you the truth. Some of you, your ex is your karma. They repeatedly abused you, disrespected you, violated you. Repeatedly, it became a pattern. And then yet you stayed in the relationship because you don't know that there are lessons that abuse is meant to teach you. It's meant to teach you. Yeah, Nancy, you're right. For instance, Nigeria is a very karmic country. There is a strong karmic energy in Nigeria. So you are meant to learn the lessons. That's why it takes a level of mastery to succeed in Nigeria. Because the karma is so strong that if you don't master the art of success in Nigeria, you are going to remain a victim in Nigeria. So you are meant to gain mastery. Exactly, you are meant to gain mastery because it's a very karmic country. And so is many countries, so not just Nigeria. I told you, while growing up, my first soulmate relationship, all the relationships and friendships I had while growing up, right, were karmic friendships. I can mention names. Some of them are, you know them. Karmic, very bad people. Very bad friends. But I was seeking their validation, right? I broke my back for them. Yet they were the first to spread rumor about me. They were the first to say nasty things about me all over the place. But I slept on the floor so they could sleep on the bed. They moved to my house, were going to Unilag from my house, and brought their cousins. And 2 guys became 13 guys. As a young boy in my late teens and early 20s. In Ikoyi, 35 Web Road. But when it was time for people to slander me, they were the ones, they were at the center of the slander and the rumor. And I was still doing. I kept doing. So it was I didn't know they were karmic friendships. So I couldn't learn the lessons. If you don't have the awareness that you are in a karmic friendship or relationship, you won't learn the lesson. You will brand it as I'm sacrificial, I'm selfless, I'm in love. Oh, I'm in love. No, but this is the lesson you are meant to learn from this. No single loyalty from them. No single loyalty. And I thought it was meant to be that way. Because I didn't know that it was a karmic friendship. Until I met Ahmed, who was my first soulmate friendship. That was my first soulmate relationship. Because it was built on support. It was built on growth. It was built on healing. It was built on harmony. And I'm going to tell you one of the things. When I met Ahmed, he was dating a Russian girl. And we went out with this together, and then he was with a Russian girl, and then he gave me his card, his ATM card, to go and get something, because I had access to everything about him. And I bought the thing, and I came back. And when I came back, he called me to one side and said, "Do you know what this girl said?" I said, "What did she say?" And he said, "She was asking me why I trust you so much, knowing you are a Nigerian." I was like, "Oh, she was asking you." I said, "So what did you tell her?" I was like, "Don't worry, I'm going to deal with it." He broke up with her by the next week. By the following week, he broke up with the girl. And I was asking him, "No, but you shouldn't have. That's too far. No. You shouldn't." And he said, I want to teach you something, Femi. I want to teach you that because you bring 100% loyalty to the table, you should never be friend with anybody who is bringing 99% loyalty. And he said, "That's what I want to teach you. And that's why I will never bring this girl back into our circle, because she's going to destroy my friendship with you." That was when I started learning soulmate friendship. Many of you have been burned by your so-called friends, by your so-called family members, by your so-called lovers. Karmic relationship. Stealing your energy and using you and dumping you. But because you don't know that they are karmic relationships, you can't pick up, learn the lessons that you're meant to learn from those relationships. Because until you cut yourself from those karmic relationships, you cannot meet your soul-mate friends, soul-mate relationships. I always tell people about Shehu Ambassador that his loyalty is like that of a fraternity. That's the same thing Ahmed told me. Ahmed said, your loyalty is like a loyalty of a fraternity. So that is what you must demand, directly or indirectly, from anybody. If they can't give that, you can't be their friend, because it's going to end up as karma. It's going to reintroduce and revitalize the karmic debt that you have already paid. Come on now, man. Because from karmic relationship, we go to soulmate relationships, which is to support your growth, for healing, for harmony. We are growing together, independently, collectively. We are all interested in our growth. There is deep emotional connection. There is mutual understanding. Sometimes there is disagreement, but those disagreements, we understand that just because we are friends, we are lovers, does not mean that we cannot disagree. You can only avoid karmic relations when you have learned the lessons you are meant to learn. If not, you will keep taking yourself into those karmic relationships. So you must learn the lessons. For instance, there are people that I have known them for like 25 years, but I can never be close to them ever again, even if they become president of Nigeria. Because that's like going back into my karma. And there are people I have known for less than 5 years, and then we are like this. You are creating more karma because that's all they have to offer you. It's part of your soul contract. It's part of your soul contract. How many of you here right now can say categorically that you have a soulmate relationship, soulmate friendship? How many of you can say that? You can say confidently that there are one or two people in your life that the relationship is based on interdependency, and there is deep emotional connection. There is mutual understanding. It is not always romantic. It can be friends, it can be family, it can be mentors, it can be... There is this bond that you know that this is a bond that should last forever. This is a destiny-oriented relationship. That is a soulmate relationship. The journey of life becomes easier when you have more soulmate relationship than all these karmic relationships that people are going all over the place. The people you are sitting with, drinking with, they are all objects of karma in your life. And that's why you are not capable. You don't have the capacity to connect with soulmate relationships because you have too many karmic relationships in your life. A soulmate relationship feels like home. There is this instant bond. This is how you know a soulmate relationship. And I'm telling you the truth. The moment you meet the person, there is something you feel in you like, I've seen this person before. Me and this person, we need to power something together. The interesting thing is sometimes even a soulmate relationship doesn't last forever. It lasts for a season. But it does not end with disputes. There are people that I have met in my life. We are still very, very close, but we are not that, we don't really talk that much. It's a soulmate relationship. It can last a lifetime. It can last for a season. It is to serve a purpose. A soulmate relationship is meant to serve a purpose in your life. You need a soulmate relationship to achieve your goal, to fulfill your destiny, to fulfill your life path. You need a soulmate relationship. Karmic relationships are meant to pass for a while. It's temporary. Learn the lesson and move on. Friends who only come to you when you make money. The moment you leave, they start backbiting you and slandering you. But the next time you make money, you invite them again into your life. Those are karmic relationships. That was my style before. Come on, you guys. I now things don't stop again. Things don't stop again. But now I am surrounded by soulmates. Many times they are few. Your soulmate relationships are usually few. But guess what? It feels like home. It can be your wife, it can be your husband, it can be your girlfriend, it can be your friend. It doesn't have to be romantic, like I said. One of the lies that they have told men, and I'm going to tell you, men, listen to this, please. Yes, a man is a protector. Right? Yeah, a man is a protector. He's meant to protect his family. But the woman should also be a safe space for the man. So a woman is also a protector. Come on now, man. Especially men who are greats. If you have greatness in you, You need a woman who is a safe space for you. You need a woman who is... If you don't feel safe around a woman, it is a sign that it's going to end as a karmic relationship. That you are always, on the edge. Tiptoeing because you don't know the next thing you will say and she will start a fight. A friend who comes into your life exactly when you need them most. Ahmed came into my life when I needed him. Because as at then, when I was studying in Dubai, my businesses in Nigeria already crashed because I handed my businesses to friends who are karmic friends. And they wrecked everything in less than 3 months. So no money was coming from Nigeria to Dubai for me. And I had this amazing young man in class who is a member of the Saud royal family. And he started taking me to places. And he took me to a place. And then I saw Ahmed walk into that place. And we started playing the guitar together. And the same day, he took me to a gathering of some elite and very rich people. And that same day, we connected. The day Shio Ambassador said he saw me on social media, I was on live session in 2022. It was my birthday. And he came live. I invited him to speak. And he said that day he knew that me and this guy were going to do something. See, let me tell you, trust your first instinct. Trust your first instinct. But many of you, the first instinct you had about a person was not pleasant. Yes, you still brought them into your life. It's so terrible that a lot of you make friends with people who said that when they first saw you, they didn't like you. Imagine. When I first saw you, I didn't like you. And you still brought... If anybody that sees you the first time and did not like you, they can never like you. So just know that. Because you didn't do anything for them not to like you. They just saw you and they didn't like you. Yet, after a while, they now like the idea of you. Right? You too, Mugu, you now brought them into your space. No, I don't do that. You don't even have to tell me you don't like me. The first time I see you, I already know if you like me, if you don't like me. If you don't like me, I'm already showing you I don't like you too. If you're ready for war, I'm ready for war. Ready for peace, I'm ready for peace. Because I've suffered the consequences of putting myself in karmic relationships. And I won't let that happen to me again. Soulmates. You need soulmates in your life. Oh, come on. Especially this year. This is a humanitarian year. You need people who are like the wind beneath your wings. You need people who you can sleep with your 2 eyes open and you know that they will not do anything to hurt you. You need men in your life. As a man, you need men who you know that if anything happens, your wife and your children are safe with them. You need men in your life who you are sure that your daughter, your niece, is safe around them. They will not violate your daughter or your niece. Many of you men don't have those kind of men in your life. You have vampires in your life. Those are the people you have. People who will sleep with your wife without thinking twice. People who will sleep with your husband and snatch your husband just because you let them in on the fact that you and your husband have a dispute, or you and your wife have, they will take advantage of that and sleep and corrupt your marriage. Those are the kind of people many of you have, and you don't even know that. You need soulmates. People who, come what may, they will stand by your side. They will never take advantage of you in your weak moments. They will never take you for granted. People won't take you for granted. When you are on the mountaintop, they will honor you. If you fall down into the valley, they will still give you the same honor. You need those kind of people in your life. Soulmate relationships. That's what you need. Because when you connect with soulmate relationships, it makes the journey of life easier for you. You don't have to struggle. I don't struggle again. You see brothers lifting brothers. I don't do anything in BLB. The president, Shio Ambassador, handles everything brothers lifting brothers. I don't, is the one that is always trying to force me to talk. I don't have to talk. Because I know that it is in a safe hand. I can do business with him and I know that I can go and sleep. I can put my life in Ahmed's hand and I will go and sleep. I can send my wife, my children to Australia or Jordan to go and meet Ahmed. And I know that Ahmed will not try to open the door to go and sleep with my wife. No, I trust him that much. Many of you don't have such people in your life. And you think you have friends. You think you have friends. Soulmate relationships. That's what you need. That's what you need. When you meet your soulmate, you will feel it the first time. Yes. And people think that soulmate is just about romance. No, it's not always romantic. A man and a man can have a soulmate relationship. First meeting, pay attention to your feeling. Because your feeling is telling you something. Numbers don't lie. Psychology does not lie. Is it surprising that Ahmed is a life path 9, Shehu is a life path 9? I'm not surprised. Numbers don't lie. Psychology will never lie. Don't be carried away by the euphoria of the environment. Don't be carried away by that. Because that's what is affecting a lot of people. Many of the people you are around now, they like the idea of you. If you lose the idea of you today, they would step on you like you never existed. Trust your intuition. Abdul Bari is here, one of the members, Brothers 15 Brothers. We have never seen. But the monies that we have exchanged, the connection that we have, and it was like that since day one. It was since day one. There was not like I hated him the first time, then I started liking him. There's nothing like that. The moment I hated him the first time, that's not your soulmate relationship. No, it's not a soulmate relationship. Everybody I didn't really completely have any kind of pleasant feeling towards, they later on proved to me that my first instinct was right. They later proved to me that my first instinct was right. Soulmate relationship. Soulmate relationship. Come on now. It will you just align exactly. You just notice that both of you just align. And before you know it, you start doing things with yourself and you have not seen. You don't have to test them to trust them. You just notice that you just trust yourselves. Thank you, Machi. The energy just flows naturally. That's what happens. It flows naturally. Soulmate relationship. When you are in a romantic relationship that's a soulmate relationship, right? It's mutual. You lift me, I lift you. You protect me, I serve as a safe haven for you. Yes. You support me, I support you. You push me, I push you. That's what you're going to start experiencing. There is no victim, there is no villain. I hold you accountable, you hold me accountable. The moment you start hearing all this, anytime you want to correct them, then you are trying to bring me down. You are already, that's the person that will put you on, they will set your house on fire. Because they don't want to be held accountable at all. There is no way you hold them accountable. There is no strategy for holding them accountable that they would accept. Just don't hold them accountable. I've seen such people all over the place. But there are people that you just sit them down. No matter how angry you were. And then you sit them down and then you tell them this, you did this, I don't like this, this is what you did. And then even their response alone will just melt your heart. That's a soulmate relationship. Not why you're talking to me like that. You think you know everything more than everybody. Some people even come and tell, I've dated someone before who said, Is this what you are telling people on social media? I was like, you are an accuser of the brethren. So just go. Because I'm going to spend the rest of my life with you accusing me of what I said to people on social media. Just because I'm trying to correct you about something. Because they are coming with their own soul stress. We're going to get to the point. In my book, I talked about soul stress number. Because a lot of people, they have moved from one karmic relationship to another karmic relationship, and they have not learned the lessons. So when they meet you, right, that is meant to be a place, a platform of healing for them. They bring all their stress, all the stress they've been through, they bring it to you. And you can only force a ram to the river. You can't force it to drink water. They want to tussle with you every now and then. You're not even trying to compete. You just want to help them know that so. No. But to them, everything is about gender tussle. Everything is an opportunity for them to let you know that you are too bold and confident. That's not a soulmate relationship. But a soulmate relationship is a relationship that seeks peace. We can disagree to agree. Because we are lifting each other up. Our goal is to become a better version of ourselves. You are my healing, I am your healing. You are my safe space, I'm your safe space. But let me tell you, based on your soul contract, some people will never have the capacity to be that for you. So don't think everybody can be that for you. No matter what you do, some people can never have the capacity to be your safe space. They're going to be your war zone. So if you want to stay with them, be ready to fight every day. It's normal now. People fight. We'll settle later. Yeah, okay. Warriors. Your toxic relationship is a karmic relationship. Learn the lesson and move on. You don't stay in there. You pass through it. You go through it. Your abusive relationship is a karmic relationship. You don't stay there. You go through it. You don't stay in it. You go through it. To thine own self be true. We're going to stop there tonight. Someone said the title of a book, Are You a Safe Space or a War Zone? Exactly. Are you a safe space or a war zone? And let me tell you the truth, plot twist, there are a lot of you, based on who you are, to the other person, you are meant to release them and let them go. Do you know that a lot of you are meant to protect the other person from yourself? Yeah. People hardly want to take it lightly, or accept it, but you have to let them go. I've told someone before that no, me and you, we're going to be a calamity to each other. And they didn't like it. They still wanted us to stay together. Me and you, every time there is an argument, you feel the flame to the point where just arguing about Nigerian musicians can become a major fight. And you think we should still stay together? I want to release you. Some people find it very hard to let go. But you have to let them go. Sometimes you have to protect people from yourself. Release them, let them go. Sometimes the person you need to save your partner from is yourself. Sometimes the person you need to save your friend from is yourself. So if you audit the friendship or relationship and you realize that, no, I don't have the capacity to be to this person who they need in this moment for their healing and evolution, I need to let them go. Whether it's for 50 years or 100 years, I don't care how many years. whether kids are involved or not. You sit down and you strategize and you work your way out of any relationship that is not serving your highest good. How you do it, it is left to you, how you do it. Now, let me quickly say that from the 14th to the 18th, we have a mastermind, Relationship Intelligence and Numerology Mastermind. The 14th and the 15th are free events. It's at Novaris Central, who says on 5, Abuja. It's also going to stream online. So we're going to have a session for the ladies. We're going to have a session for the men. How to connect with your masculine energy, your feminine energy. It's going to be an amazing weekend, actually. 14th and 15th, Friday and Saturday. And then from the 16th to the 18th, we're going to have a premium mastermind. Now, to be part of this mastermind, you need to get my books. 3 books, 1 offer. These 3 books would help you quantum jump in your relationship life. Elevated Single Life, practical steps to cultivating a genuine relationship. Unconventional strategies about when it comes to relationship, not the cliche, whatever, half-baked theories they are teaching people. Unconventional strategies. That's the first book. The second book is Romantic Relationship Numerology Mini Guide. Numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. And then the third one is Transform Your Life with Numbers. So 3 books in one. If you already have one of them, then you can get 2. But 3 books in one. And the value of these books is 96,000. But we are giving it at 33,000 naira. Click the link in the bio, and when you get the book, we're also going to add you to a community called Elevated Singles Community, where we are working on building a system where we connect single people. So do well to click the link in the bio so you can be part of this 5 days, starting from Friday, 5 days weekend mastermind. It's going to be awesome. You don't want to miss this. And particularly, you need to get these books. Mr. Onoja, please just send a message to 0808 and they're going to reply to you. 3 in 1. So click the link in the bio or send a DM to us and you get the book. Let's see if there are questions. Anybody with questions? Let's take some questions. Especially a relationship between a father and a mother. If your father or your mother, if your relationship between you and your mother or your father is a karmic relationship, you can still take care of your parents, but just ensure that there is a distance between you and them, because they will always, there are parents who you take care of them even when they are sick, they still want to be negative towards you. So help them from a distance. The best way to love people who are in a karmic relationship with you is from a distance. In a situation where your karmic relationship is a friend turned boss, how do you dissolve that? Like I said, I answered it the first time. I said, the moment you identify the relationship as a karmic relationship, right, and you start learning the lessons you need to learn, you become the bigger person. The moment you are the bigger person, you no longer react, you now respond. While you are working on living their auspices, because you're not meant to be under them if it's a karmic relationship. There should be that distance. And you can always have your own thing. You don't have to work under your friend. You know. Yeah. Any other question? 2 minutes to go. We have 2 more minutes to go. This person said, in a situation where, my mother is now difficult to deal with. She doesn't accept correction. Well, we don't know if this is a karmic relationship or not, because African mothers hardly accept correction anyways. So, so I need more details about what you are saying to really pinpoint if it's a karmic relationship, because an average African mother does not accept correction. So, but it's the truth now. So we can't say it's a karmic relationship because she doesn't accept correction. You can identify a karmic relationship by patterns, actions, how they treat you, repeated patterns, negative patterns, the things they have said to you over the years repeatedly, the actions they've taken against you over the years repeatedly. That's how you identify a karmic relationship. Is it draining? Is it challenging? Is it intense? Is it chaotic? I'm a 52-year-old Nigerian widow looking for a wife. Nigerian widow are looking for a wife. Well, get the book. We have a community called Elevated Singles Community. I can't give you a wife if I don't know you. And I also have to understand that you have the level of consciousness that the people in the community, the people I would like to introduce to you, I would like to know if you have their level of consciousness and knowledge. Because it's not just about coming to social media, turn your back, your face, exchange phone numbers. No, we're not doing that. So click the link in the bio, sir, Mr. Tunde. Get the 3 books, participate in the mastermind, which is coming up this weekend, and then we'll take it from there. You join the Elevated Singles Community, and we'll take it from there. I need to get out now. It's too draining. So get out. Get out. You are not a tree. Move. I live in the USA. How do I get the book? Of course, delivery is going to be on you. We have a USA contact. We can find a way to send the books to them, but delivery is going to be on you. But order the books first. Pre-order the books first, and then we can find a way to get it across to you. Click the link in the bio or send a DM. Shadrach Salami, get out of any toxic relationship, especially this year. You know why this is very important this year? You cannot afford to carry toxic karmic relationships into 2026. It will take you another 9 years to be free from it. This is the best time to let go and end your karmic relationships and learn the lessons you need to learn from them. It's very important. And part of the event we're having this Friday and Saturday, it's also my book launch. So those of you who say, Mr. Femi, I want to be close to you, get my book. I want you to be my mentor, get my book. I want to talk to you, get my books. Because there are many people who pay for my services. I won't give you attention when I've not given them attention. Exactly, So this is your opportunity to belong to the community. Get my book. I am 41 and I have never been married. And you want to marry now? You have never been married. Yeah, there are people who are your age, they have never been married. So if you want to marry, you need someone to connect you. We are starting this community called Elevated Singles Community, but we don't just connect people. I have to know you. We have to take you through some trainings. I have a team of people who I trust them. They will they will take you through that process of training to understand who you are, your level of understanding, before we then do any connection for you. So click the link in the bio, get the book, and then we add you to the community and you participate in the mastermind over the weekend. Thank you, Shadrach. We have to go now. Thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you during the week. I'm going to come live a lot during this week in preparation for the mastermind. So see you guys, and thank you.